Hello, my name is Dr. Virali Pande, Assistant Professor, Rai School of Management Studies, Rai University, Ahmedabad. Let's start our presentation with public speaking and communication and corporate communication. Now, what is the difference between communication and corporate communication? We don't need to develop communication as a skill. From the very childhood, we can convey our messages to our parents, whatever we want. We express our needs to our parents, our elder brothers and sisters. So why we need to develop the communication skills, and especially in corporate field? Because this is, I think, the key aspect of our career, a key aspect of success, because good communication skills help you to place yourself in a proper way, in a proper manner where you want to see yourself. Because being in a certain position, your communication skills matters the most, because people are going to listen you. So let's start with public speaking and corporate communication. Our first topic is interview. Okay, there are various types of interview. We in our lives face many interviews, one or the other time. So there are certain types of interviews. First is structured interview. Now what it is? In a structured interview, the questions are predetermined and asked in a specific order. That you are having the list of the questions and you will come up with the questions only listed. This type of interview ensures consistency and fairness in the evaluation process. The questions are often designed to assess specific skills, knowledge and qualifications required for the job. In this type of interview, your soft skills hardly matters, because they are more emphasizing on your on your hard skills, how good you are in your own particular topic or on your subject knowledge. For example, suppose a software company, Global Systems, is hiring a CEO due to the importance and complexity of the role. Now, CEO, you can imagine the pressure and responsibilities he or she is going to have. A structured interview would be suitable. The interview process would be well planned and executed with questions designed to assess leadership abilities, strategic thinking and decision making skills, because the position is of CEO, which is a very higher authority position. So you need to have these skills, these abilities. Next is behavioral interview. What is behavioral interview? Candidates are asked to provide examples from their past experiences to demonstrate their skills and abilities. For example, if I'm in my past job, I am working in a academic institutions, and again I am going to interview for the higher position in an academic institution. So they would ask me the questions related to my previous job, that what kind of conflicts you faced, how did you deal with them, and how you bring out the solutions to them. So this is behavioral interview. The interviewer seeks to understand how the candidate has handled specific situations in the past, as it can be an indicator of future performance. For example, during a behavioral interview, a candidate may be asked to describe a time when they faced a challenging situation at work and how they resolved it. The candidate's response would provide insights into their problem solving skills, decision making abilities, and how they handled adversity. How you have dealt with your difficult situations, chaos or mess, how you have organized any event in your earlier job. So these are the things which would be evaluated in your behavioral interview. Group interview is, in a group interview, multiple candidates are interviewed simultaneously. Don't misinterpret yourself with group interview and panel interview. Panel interview is a different thing. Group interview is a different thing, where you are having many opponents with you in interview. The interviewer may provide a topic or the group to discuss, observe their interactions and rate their performance. This type of interview assess teamwork, communication skills and the ability to collaborate effectively, how good you are dealing with people, how down to earth or how humble you are, how kind you are to allow people to speak, how you are encouraging people to speak who are nervous or who are not able to speak anything or not putting up their points. So, in a group interview, candidates for a sales position may be given a scenario and asked to work together to develop a sales strategy. So the interviewer would observe how candidates contribute to the discussion, communicate their ideas, and collaborate with each other. Fourth type is panel interview. Now, this is panel interview involves multiple interviewers who collectively assess the candidate. Each panel member may ask questions related to their area of expertise or evaluate different aspects of the candidate's qualifications. Now, they all must belong with the different fields, and you will be evaluated accordingly. Panel interviews are commonly used for senior level positions or when multiple stakeholders are involved in the hiring decision. A candidate for a managerial position may face a panel interview where representatives from different departments such as HR, finance, and operations ask questions to assess the candidate's leadership skills, industry knowledge, and ability to work with cross-functional teams. So this is panel interview, and according to my knowledge, this is the hardest one. Next is phone or video interview. We all nowadays, it's very common to give a telephonic interview. So phone or video interviews are conducted remotely, allowing employers to screen candidates before inviting them for in-person interviews. These interviews assess communication skills, professionalism, and the ability to articulate thoughts effectively in a virtual setting. Now, virtual setting means how good you are to express yourselves in a virtual setting. You should not be nervous on virtual setting or on screen, how good you are dealing with technological things. So that should be observed in phone or video interview. For example, in a phone or video interview, a candidate may be asked to answer questions about their qualifications, experience, and why they are interested in the position. The interviewer evaluates the candidate's verbal communication skills, clarity of responses, and overall professionalism. First and foremost thing we should be careful about telephonic interview or video interview is your communication skills. How good you are with your pronunciation, how confident you are, how good you are dealing with the with your laptop or with for example Zoom meeting or Google Meet. So these are the things they will evaluate you on. Remember, candidates need to prepare for different types of interviews by researching the company, practicing common interview questions, and showcasing their relevant skills and experiences. There are certain very common questions in all these interviews, like tell me about yourself or explain yourself, what are your strengths and weaknesses, where would you see yourself after 5 years. So these are the very common questions you might face in any of these interviews. Thank you.